guess there's a lot to unpack there. First of all, first half, 11-1 centre clearances. What did you make of that? And then the second half fight back?
Oh, it makes life so... It makes the game so much more difficult when you're losing centre bounce on a day like that where it was swirly and slippery and you're always starting the game from your back half. It makes it hard. So, yeah. I thought first half they came to play. Like their contest was outstanding. Their pressure was very good. And we didn't handle it the way we wanted to. Thought we over-handballed. Thought we were unpredictable to our forwards. And, yeah, to the players' credit, they're able to stick at it. And like, it never felt like it got out of hand, but to the players' credit, yeah, we were able to stick at it and get the game looking more like we wanted it to look as the game went on. And, yeah, third quarter was good, but, yeah, it was pretty dominant last quarter. So, yeah, proud of our efforts, but we need to be better early.
What changed in the second half? Was it something tactical? Was it an attitude thing?
No, we needed to quell the influence of. It was a bit of a flip of the coin whether it was Cripps or Hewitt. So we decided to go to Hewitt, and I thought not only that role, but Jager went in the midfield, and his physicality when he first came on was outstanding, and set the tone for the rest of the boys to go about their business. And I touched on the predictability. We were handballing too much, and I like us handballing, and I like us taking the game on. But with our handball in the first half, we were giving it to someone who wasn't in a better position than us, and we were just fueling their pressure and making it so easy for them to pressure us. So we showed a few clips of that at half time, and from that we started taking the ball forward a little bit more, which the conditions asked for, which allowed it to be a bit more predictable to our smaller forwards, and we're winning the next contest, and all of a sudden, we started putting them under a bit of field position pressure. So, first started in the midfield, massive turnaround in there, plus 18 clearances in the second half is, massive turnaround. So they got their hands dirty and, which allowed us to play the game where we want to.
How concerned were you when you lose Young, who is a good kick, he's a big body and is one of the biggest names?
Yeah, well, it's not ideal. We're hoping to get a bit of continuity with him, so touch wood, it's not too bad. It doesn't look very serious. He just couldn't get going. But I thought Neil came on and played his role. Thought his physicality helped us. He's added flexibility to his game as well, and we asked him to play on the wing once we put John inside, and I thought he did a good job there. So, it's disappointing to lose Youngie, but the game throws that up at you, doesn't it? Like, it throws those situations up to you, and you got to adjust. And like I said, the game wasn't getting out of hand. Well, wasn't out of hand, but I'm really proud of the way the players are able to adjust to the challenges today.
He's not getting any continuity with his body, Hayden, and constant soft tissues. Like, are you concerned that the lack of continuity that he's getting from training and games is now playing into the fact that he's breaking down?
It doesn't help, but I think. I haven't had an update from the docs, but I think today's injury was just a bit unlucky and a bit more of a twisting action, and put himself in that situation. But when you miss as much work as he did over pre-season, and then he's had repeat hammies, it puts you in serious risk when you come back. So unfortunately, he hasn't been able to buffer that stage that you need to regain full fitness, but also the resilience in his body.
Your ability, Justin, to adjust and problem solve on the run. Do you have confidence now as a team and a coaching group that you can do that when you're behind as a team?
Well, we should. Yeah, I definitely do. It's probably the main point that I touched on with the players. I don't think we're winning that game started last year or the year before. Just with our maturity, we would have probably got caught up in our own heads and probably panicked a little bit and rushed our play, but done a lot of work on those situations, done a lot of work on the mental game over a number of years, and our maturity is just allowing us to stay a bit more connected and a bit more present, and not internalising in those moments, and being able to work through a lot of these situations throughout the year where we've been either down at three-quarter time and had to come from behind, in front and having to hold on today when we were down by 22 points at one stage, I think, and slippery conditions, but we were able to just grind it out, and a lot of confidence in the group that we should be able to compete from anywhere.
The big body, the big body that Hayden's got, do you view that as something potentially, if you do lose him, that you can replace with what you've got now, or do you need to look at bringing something like that in?
Is that a loaded question?
Potentially.
We'll have a look at it. I haven't thought about selection next week. Sean had a great game in the ruck. I thought he was really strong in the ruck, but I actually think Jacko as a big-bodied mid gave us something when we needed a bigger body in there. They're quite a big midfield, Carlton, and I thought Jacko, even though maybe over handballed a bit at times, his ability to mix it with some of the bigger bodies helped us today on the run.
I'll ask the real loaded question. What did you think of Fife?
I thought he was the best player on the ground for his 60 minutes. So, he only played 60 minutes, so we'll have a chat during the week. He'll be involved in that and work out his next progression and whether there's a spot in the side.
So when we talk about continuity of Young, there's continuity of Fife as well. Does that come into your head straight away when you see Hayden?
A little bit, but we're running out of time in the season, so and we need to put our best team out there to win next week. So a lot of things will come into consideration with him and Piercy coming back, and but we need to get going as well. So we'll see what it spits out, the selection.
Do you know in your own mind where Fife sits, or are you still working that out?
I've got my ideas, but I'm not going to divulge it here.
Just following from Nathan, I think it's 4 of your last 5 wins you've had to come back from three-quarter time. Is it a dangerous way to play? Does it concern you that you are relying on last quarters to win?
I said to the players, we can't accept that first quarter, can't jump into the games like that. But game goes for 4 quarters. Like against Collingwood, pretty sure we're in front at quarter time. Last week we were in front at quarter time, a bit different game, but against Collingwood we were in front at quarter time, and then middle 2 quarters they had the better of us, and then we come from behind. So rather not be in that position, but it's a game of 4 quarters, and what we're showing now is we're outlasting teams over 4 quarters. And put it this way, I'd much rather be in front at the end of the 4th quarter than in front at quarter time. We make a lot of that, but we're showing that our footy holds up over the course of 4 quarters, and we can grind wins out.
Talked a lot about your situational stuff over pre-season. There was also talk over pre-season about how hard you were actually training. Do you feel that the fitness work you did is playing a part in the ability to run out games and run over the top of teams?
Oh, it plays a part, absolutely. I've always been a big believer in our fitness program. We train hard, for moments like that. And it's never one thing, but it's definitely a part.
Do you feel like today's game sort of highlighted how important Corey Wagner is to your side, that you were sort of lacking that lockdown role, like that player that could really perform that for you?
Well, we are missing Wags. I don't want to, but he's probably not the guy to go to Cripps or Hewitt for us. Probably need a bigger body. And Youngie was going to do a role like that for us because he does those roles for us. So, losing him early doesn't help that situation. Wags does offer us a lot of flexibility, whether it is the run with, whether it's the wing, half-back. He adds flexibility to our game, and he does help us move the magnets around. So we are missing him.
Are you expecting him back in the coming week?
Yeah, well, he turned a corner over the weekend, had a good session yesterday or this morning, and it's looking positive. He's not over the line for next week, but shouldn't be far away.
O'Meara seems to have taken his physical game to a new level in recent weeks. Has that been something coming from the coaches that you want him to play that role, or how's that come about?
I think he's always done that. It's a bit different with him because sometimes he plays a lot of wing time for us. So he's not actually a midfielder in and around the ball at times. So the last couple of weeks you've probably noticed it because we've given him roles at stoppage. He did part role on Reed last week at Stoppage for us, which you would have noticed the physicality, and then he goes into the midfield and does a role for us today, and you would have noticed the physicality. But he shows that when he's in the midfield, but we've probably played him a little bit on the outside a little bit more. So it hasn't been his fault, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And what did you make of the way Sarong worked through that tag and in the second half in particular?
Really proud of his efforts. He worked his way through it. By the end, he wore his opponent down and became a really important player for us in the last quarter, and had a bit of trouble getting him off.
Was there a temptation to shift him forward to sort of break that tag? Because it really wasn't working in that first half.
Oh, yeah, it is a little bit, but it's not all about how many possessions you get. His leadership is critical for us in there. The way he disrupts others is critical for us in there. So, then you lose Youngie. It makes it harder to push him out of there as well. So, we'll keep working through that with him. But I think, even when he's not touching it, he still gives us a lot in there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.